You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. All right, Sean, do I look lighter? A little bit, maybe?
I wanted to ask this question. Did you weigh yourself before and after to see how much a gallstone
Did
weighed?
not. I did not at all. But I'm sure probably with all the the swelling and stuff, I probably weighed more afterwards. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't say how much it weighed. I did get the report that told me it was 13 centimeters long, which is apparently very large for an average gallbladder. I don't know. I didn't have an average gallbladder. That's the point, I guess. So yeah. So I'm a little bit lighter at some point, maybe. I'm missing a piece of me, and that's okay. I'm happy it's gone. But yeah, still a little sore in areas, and it was a fun time. I got a beta blocker. You ever had one of those before?
No.
They're supposed to be. I don't know how this works. I'm not a doctor, but they stick you with something that's supposed to be in a nerve, which is supposed to help you It's supposed to, as the guy said as he was sticking me with the needle, this will help you wake up more comfortable when it's all over. Well, Sean, I probably won't see that guy again, but if I did, we would have words. So I did not wake up
more comfortable.
I did not. And I was like, man, I can't imagine what this would feel like if I didn't have a beta blocker, because this, I can feel a lot here for this, whatever this thing's doing. And then I get home and I am trying to like take down my pants in the bathroom. Okay, don't worry, we're not going to get real graphic here. And I'm like, I can't feel them. And I'm like, what is happening? So then I look down and I realize that my thumb is totally on my thigh. My thumb is on my thigh. I just can't feel it. Yeah.
I thought for a second there you were going to tell me that you just weren't wearing any.
That would have been great. That would have been a better story. But no, I was. The beta blocker apparently blocked from my hips down to about my mid-thigh. So I couldn't feel anything there, which unfortunately is not where my gallbladder is. But everything above that, it didn't seem to block at all. So fun times.
Story of our lives. We always seem to hit the wrong nerve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a dad. Yeah, that is a serious dad issue. So yeah, that was fun. But
yeah. Oh. See, I like. I'm going to sound really strange about this. I quite like having surgery. It doesn't worry me in the slightest. I never panic about it, and I'm just always really excited about the pre-op that they give you. I don't know.
What do they do? I need to know what the pre-op is in the UK. It might be different. What happens here?
So it's kind of something that relaxes you a little bit before they then give you the anesthetic.
Oh, yeah. They gave me Versed, is what they called it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was fun.
It's like it's going from sober to I've been to too many football games in one day and enjoyed too much, beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, goes from that to that really quickly. You end up really giddy, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going to count back from 10," and it's like, "I'm going to beat this." 10, 9, 8. Oh, hello, nurse. Can I have some water, please?
Yeah. I don't even make it to the count. They tell me this every time. They're like, yep. They're like, you put on your thing that you don't drink or you haven't done recreational drugs ever, and they're like, we can tell that you don't. I'm like, yep, you're right. My body has built up no immunity to this at all. So yes, I don't. Yeah, there was no counting. All I remember the guy saying is, okay, we're gonna put in the anesthesia now, and that's about what I remember right there. That was it.
You always wake up as well from it's like people go, look at you, you're gonna go down for surgery, you're gonna be asleep for like 5, 6 hours while they do this, and you're like, it doesn't feel like that. You
No.
literally open them and you're like, now I'm in pain, I feel disorientated, I'm in a different room to where I was completely, and I don't feel rested.
No, yeah. The funniest story was, so I woke up and I was in pain for sure. And I was like, and she's like, you still in a lot of pain? I was like, yes, I am. And she's like, do you want me to give you something for it? And I was like, that would be fantastic. Whatever. She put something in the IV. Okay. I legit, Sean, I don't remember. I did not realize that I had it apparently worked very well and I conked out for like an hour and a half. Yeah, probably an hour and a half. Because I wake up again and I'm like, I'm still in pain, but it's not as bad. And she's like, and there's a lady beside, I can't see her, there's like the curtainy thing in the way. But like the unit next to me, the lady is like, she's like belting, like almost screaming. And the guy's like, well, if you do you think you can get in this chair? Because it's like this recliner on wheels, basically. It's like a lazy boy on wheels. He's like, do you think you can get in this chair, ma'am, so that we can get you into like outpatient recovery or whatever he called it? I can't remember. And she's like, hell no, I can't get in that chair. I'm in so much pain. And he's like, well, if you don't do that, then we have to admit you. There's no other way around it, so that we can better control your pain and see what's going on. And so like 5 minutes later, the lady came to me and she's like, can you get in this chair? And I was like, yeah, I can get in that chair. I don't I don't actually know if I can, but trust me, I'm going to get in that chair. So, and so then I get in the chair and I go, and the lady's like, gets me down there and she's like, well, let me see the last time you had medicine in your IV. And I was like, oh, I think it was like 15 minutes ago. And she was like, I don't know about that. And she's like, no, it was an hour and 45 minutes ago. And I was like, what time is it? And Becca's like, it's 12:30. And I was like, oh crap, I didn't realize I fell asleep after she gave me those medicines.
Oh, she definitely gave you morphine. That was yeah. See, they did that with me when I had, what was it that I had? Oh, and I had the ligament rebuilt in my left knee. I came around and it hurt. Like I'd had knee surgery on the right knee before. It was like I woke up and felt like my foot was on backwards, but the nurse just wiggled my foot and I looked at it and I was okay, and then passed out again. Um, but yeah, when I came around from having the ligament rebuilt, I was in a lot of pain, and apparently they gave me morphine, and I don't know if I'm allergic to morphine or if it just has that much of an effect on me. But Lindsay, bless her, she walked in and it was a disaster. I had like gotten out of bed, burning up, red hot, ripped all the gown off. This nurse, bless her, was like just shell shocked. I'd pulled it off. I was vomiting everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't do anything. Wanted to get to the toilet, but couldn't walk because the pain in my leg was too much and I shouldn't have been upright. And then when I got upright, I was dizzy. And Lindsay walked in and just looked at me and said, "You are an absolute mess." Like,
You
yeah.
gotta love wives. They're always there for you.
But yeah.
Yes, honey.
Good.
Yes, I am.
The thing is, it lasted like an hour. An hour later, I was like normal. I was like, I feel great now. This is brilliant. I don't hurt so much and I'm not dizzy.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently morphine does things to me that it shouldn't. So
yeah, that's crazy. Codeine for me. Codeine. It's they mix it with Tylenol quite often, I guess, or not quite often, but like as a stronger pain medicine. It makes me hallucinate. It's very fun. I see things. It's great. So, let me see what else. Past that, it's been a lazy day. It's unfortunate when I scheduled this. I never in a million years thought we would be having Ariel's birthday party tomorrow, because Ariel's birthday is in June 8th. But because of Universal, and we came back and it was like soccer time, and then July 4th, this was like the only time that we had free that we thought most of her friends would also have free. So that's been a bummer, because it's really kind of landed on Becca to do pretty much everything, because I have a 10-pound weight limit, which is 1 gallon of milk, so says the nice nurse. So that's my limit. So I'm fairly useless when it comes to prep for that. So that's a bummer. So, doing great work out there.
So what have you been doing then? Just
Yeah, what have I been? I had a lot. I had one really big project with work that was like just me, and I talked about it a little bit with talking about ChatGPT yesterday or last podcast, and it still wasn't finished, and so I really needed to buckle down and do that. So I did quite a bit of that stuff. I can do a lot of my job from a couch, which is where I stationed myself. So I did a lot of couch stuff. Also, Apple TV dropped Silo. If y'all looking for a good show, I love Silo. It's got three seasons right now, so they never drop a full they never drop a full season, which is a bummer. They drop them once a week. So but I hadn't watched the first two, so I caught up. I'm at all three episodes there. I also watched a lot of Apple TV. So there's a space movie or space show that I like. For it's not gonna come to me. But anyway, so watched a lot of TV, did a lot of work. I downloaded Mina the Hollower like I said I would, and that game is hard and frustrating. And it was not for somebody who was sore because it just made me, I think, twice as frustrated. So I give it another go, but maybe not. Maybe this was not the right game to download. It was just like it is not easy. It's very punishing, and it's not like if you die, you go all the way back to whatever last save point it was, and it's kind of got that Hollow Knight feel to it, where you lose your stuff, and if you don't get it that next turn, then it's gone forever. So that, and I was not very happy. I was like, I kept dying in the same spot. I wasn't even fighting like bosses. I was just fighting like guys, and I was like, okay, all right. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm sore or what's going on. So I just put it down. So I've been when the kids get home, because the kids had theater camp this week. So when the kids got home, we would play some Yoshi usually. They did just get me back into Minecraft, but not like I will not be deep into Minecraft. Promise.
Yeah, okay.
They did get me back in Minecraft today. I played for a little bit with them. But and that actually was fun. So yeah, just all that stuff really. Just work, shows, and a little bit of gaming, but not a ton. Not enough to actually show progress in anything. That's the sad part. Like I wasn't like, oh, I beat this or blah blah blah. I tell you.
To be fair, I've not played anything really new. I tried the Star Fox demo, which I really enjoyed actually.
Oh,
So
good.
it's on my radar to purchase. What else did I try? I've tried playing Little Nightmares 3 because we bought that for Emily
Okay.
for a birthday, and I think I ever played the first one and kind of enjoyed it. It had that limbo feel. But this one is just like I'll play for 10, 15 minutes and there's just not much happening. And then I end up feeling sleepy. So
Sean, is it just that every game now is NyQuil to you? I mean, Yoshi had that feeling. No, was it Yoshi? Did Yoshi have that
no,
feeling?
Pocopia had that feeling.
Yeah, well,
but it
Pocopia
was
had
the
that
music.
feeling with me too. So I can't just dog you for that. But Little
Yeah,
Nightmares
Minecraft,
3 does not seem like a sleepy game.
it's just there's nothing on this. It's a very dark scenes in each one. So because you're constantly trying to hide in shadows and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very repetitive in terms of you'll move through a few, I call them slides, but you go
Yeah.
from one room to another kind of thing. And you're doing the same thing. You need to activate this lever. This needs to do this. This needs to do that. Exit through this little door. Oh no, the big giant baby with the evil eye is now looking at me. I need to hide in the shadow. And it just does that. It's like rinse and repeat. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm just trying to kill time because I'm in an hour in about pre-ordering Grand Theft Auto. I'm waiting for Fable to come out.
When does Fable come out?
Uh,
Do we know?
I'm not 100% certain on that one.
Let's see
I
if I
can,
can
while
find
I
that out.
talk about what else I'm looking at, you can
Okay, yeah, go
look
ahead
at
for it.
that. I'm waiting for Star Fox to come out now because I'm going to pick that up. Quite enjoyed that. I have a feeling they're going to go back to James McLeod as well, which is going to be good. You're going to go end up looking for him. but you are going back into Cornea, which is nice because you are replaying old areas that you've already been to, which is good. What else? I kind of toyed with the idea of re-downloading Call of Duty, but just to play the DMZ drop zone stuff because I quite like that. So, but yeah, other than that, I kind of fill my time with being busy doing stuff. So,
So all we know is fall, which we know with Microsoft could mean 2027. That's that's what I mean. I don't mean to be that guy, but I covered enough Microsoft stuff to know how this works.
To be completely honest, they do not want to be doing that, given the current state of affairs with the gaming world at the moment,
That's
and
true.
Xbox. It's not looking good.
Let's see. You know what? I think right now they're just deaf enough that wait. When does GTA 6 release? November. It'll be like November 15th. That's what it'll be. Just 4 days before GTA. So yeah, that'll be there.
Well, I mean, it is like Grand Theft Auto, but with pixies rather than prostitutes.
I was wondering where you were going. I was like, there's no good thing you can reference here.
No. But yeah.
I will not play GTA, but I will play Fable for sure.
Yeah, I will play both. I will play both, and I will let you know the comparisons.
Okay. Well, everybody seems to be really excited that if you have a drink in your hand in GTA, the ice and the water seems to move with its own physics. That's like the biggest thing I've read so far, which I absolutely adore. That's where we're at. Did you see the ice move in that cup? It was amazing.
No, you see, the thing is with Grand Theft Auto, the reason why I want to play it is because I have played every single one that has come to fruition, and I enjoy the stories behind it. So Grand Theft Auto 4, I really enjoyed like the Nico Bellic story that he was the poor Polish guy that had come to New York, and you bring him up. And then GTA 5, I thought it was good that they ran 3 different stories at the same time that all crossed over. I thought it was very interesting. So I enjoyed that side of it. And it was a good social thing because I used to play with a group of guys online.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like that. on other news, Sean, I need to know, was Lindsay like overjoyed with the news that Taylor and Kelsey tied the knot?
She didn't mention it.
Really? Oh, she didn't or did?
No, she didn't mention it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The only thing in the news recently that she had mentioned is one of our politicians, Anne Widdecombe, had been murdered.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We had to Google who she was because I thought she was the presenter when she first said her name for a program over here that was called The Weakest Link.
Well, I am surprised. I thought that would be a big deal for her because that's part of the reason she liked the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, she's just not thought of, and she has been really busy. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
Without saying too much, the kids seem to have got more and more feral the closer and closer we get to the summer holidays over here.
That's how it always is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very aware of that for sure.
Yeah. But no, it's just well, there's that, and it's been ridiculously hot here. So, like, uncharacteristically hot for the UK, to the point where I'm still not again. Still.
Okay.
Yeah. Like to the point where I have a fan. It's that warm in the house at the moment. I do have one of these tiny little bladeless fans. So if you do hear any noise other than my voice every time I speak, then I apologize. But I have got it turned down to as low as I can possibly have it without sweating to death.
Yeah. So are you guys going to start putting in AC now? I mean, it seems like global warming's hit the UK. I mean, are we going to start doing that now?
No, because it might be freak. This year it might be ridiculously hot, and then next year it'll just be miserable and cold all summer.
All right. Well, you know what?
To fit AC,
I'm doing great down here. Just want to let you know. So,
and to fit AC for the fact that we have hot weather for maybe 4 weeks of the year. It's a lot of money.
That's
So
fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna persevere through this year with like doing the whole closing the windows and the curtains
Mm-hmm.
and stopping the light and the heat from coming in, and then opening them on an evening, letting the breeze come through. And I'm gonna buy in the winter when they're really really cheap and nobody wants one. I'm gonna buy one of those little standalone AC units.
The ones that you just like basically vent out the window kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So because if I get one that's like 9,000 BTU, which is a pretty big unit,
Yeah.
um, and like put it at the hallway that I'm looking down at the moment at the end with it going out the window, it would probably do the hallway landings and like the living room quite well, and then that should just cascade up. So.
Nice. Nice. That is a wise idea. I bet they're like gold right now. Try to buy
Yeah,
them over there.
well, they usually for that kind of size anywhere up to £300. At the moment, because they are in such demand and there's not many of them kicking
Mm,
around, they're
yeah.
like upwards of 800. So
Yeah. 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 That makes sense. Hey, well, let's not talk American football, but let's talk football. Football. That's what I
football,
say. Yeah, last time we
soccer.
talked, we were like, man, I don't know. I don't know if England can do it. And America's got a pretty good chance, and Balogun's out. Well, Balogun wasn't out, and which is weird, and that can be a whole story of its own. And he played, and my wonderful American friends just forgot what soccer was. They forgot how to play football altogether. Just no passing, no pressing, open up the back door. I don't even know. That's about everything. That's about everything they didn't do.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the result for England to beat Mexico in their like temple. Basically, the Azteca is that and they've never been beaten there, as far as I
Mm,
believe. So to have been beaten by England there was very good. They did a good job. Apparently, it was
mm-hmm.
a good game. I didn't watch it. I was asleep. Um, but this evening for the Norway game, I'm going into town with Jaya to watch it. So, because
Nice.
football's something that she usually shares with her biological dad, and she hasn't gone there for whatever reason to watch it. So I said to Lindsay, I felt really bad because Lindsay's not bothered. She'll be asleep by 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
The other two aren't fussed in the slightest. So I was like, I feel really bad that she's just going to be on her own. So I said, like, let's go into town and watch it. I'll suffer through the football for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be pretty crazy wherever you're going to go. I would imagine. I mean,
It'll be loud.
yeah, yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah. I bet. No, I think it's cool. I'll be watching it. I'm excited. I kind of wondered because at first I was like, when we moved. So just for our listeners, we moved the day because my kids had a play from a theater camp, blah blah blah, and so I was like, oh man, maybe we can like give live updates while we're doing it. And then you said 3:30, and I was like, oh, I bet they're watching it somewhere.
Yeah,
I was pretty for sure.
I said 3:30. Then I still had some daylight left, so I could take the dog as as the temperature drops and the sun goes down, because it's quite nice to go out for that golden hour with him,
Sure.
because he chases all the bugs and the butterflies, and I sit and watch the sunset. So
Hmm.
it's quite
And
nice.
you get really good Rex pictures. You really do. You
Yeah.
send me them quite often. And they're usually pretty
Um.
solid.
So I thought I'd go a little bit earlier, and then plus you're healing, so I kind of wanted to think well, get this out of the way, and then you have more of the evening to kind of just chill. So
Well, I appreciate you thinking of me.
that's all right.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. I don't know anything else. That's pretty much been. I said the theater camp thing. Ariel had a solo in this, which I actually didn't even know. It was a Disney review. It was a bunch of little. It was but not little. It was a bunch of Disney songs, is what it really was, with mini skits in between each of the songs. And so
Oh,
Ariel
cool.
had a little like it wasn't a whole song solo. It was like just the start of the song, like where she sang by herself. She could tell she was like petrified nervous, but she did very very good. So I was really proud of her to get up there and even do it. So
Oh, that's
um
good.
yeah, yeah.
Out of the comfort zone, because she's not only one for being like that. She's like on the soccer pitch, she'd probably be
Yeah.
more intent. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
So her and Noah both did it. And she likes to do that kind of stuff, but she likes soccer more. So like Noah does plays all year long, and musicals and stuff like that. And we told her that she has to make a choice because we cannot take her to soccer. Well, we just legitimately she could not do both at the same time and do them both well. So she's always chose soccer.
oh, okay, cool. What else have I been doing? Let me have a quick look through my photos as always. Apparently not a lot. I made a giant cardboard stick man for Logan that he called Bob, that he coloured in.
Oh, that's fun.
I took the green car out for a drive just because it needed a really good run. Did that yesterday. Forgot how much fun it is to drive that car, and actually took a picture that I was supposed to send you. I don't know how well it'll come through, but it was just
Oh, I see. Yeah.
very nice out. So
Game
I
Pass
have
car is still
forgot
doing
the
good.
yeah, I forgot that I had no air conditioning, so I was like sweating. And then today, I went to the gym this morning. Lindsay went and did the food shop. Just cracked on with chores, and then they all hung out outside in the sunshine. And I was like, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go lay on the bed and sit in front of the fan because I'm quite warm. And then I woke up 2 hours later. So
good for you. That's good.
Evidently needed the nap.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love it.
But yeah.
So has the green car got its check? Nope, still not yet. Okay, just wondering.
No, it was a very illegal drive out. Should not be driving it, but I'd moved it off the drive to clean Lindsay's car because Lindsay's car needed a full clean inside and out. So I moved it off the drive to do that. And then when I'd finished, I moved Lindsay's car back off the drive and swept all the water away. And then I was like, oh, I need to put the green car back on. I got in it and like started it up, and I was like, it's not really been anywhere since I got it back from my parents. It's like, and I don't want parts to like,
Yeah,
especially like the rear brakes on those kind of on the VWs are like known for seizing on to the point where I'm not using the parking brake. I'm just like I turn the engine off and leave it in first gear, so it won't roll anywhere, but it's not going to seize the brake. So far, I need to kind of rub some rust off the brakes and stuff like that and make sure everything works okay. And so yeah,
seems like a fine justification to me, Sean. I'm
yeah,
down.
no, you'd still be penalized over here for it, but yeah. The thing I'm struggling with, I've rung a few garages, and the thing I'm struggling with is at the moment is people are really busy. So like, oh
Sure.
yeah, I can get you in like a month's time, and I was like, wow, a month's time? It's like you really do want? It's a 45-minute test that you can do while something else is already on a ramp.
Yeah, you think somebody would just specialize in those over there? I mean, it seems like easy money.
Yeah, most garages do them, but they also do lots of other things. So it's like if I'm assuming with the temperature and stuff, it's they're not wanted to take on as much work because it's too hot. So even over here, like garages are still built for keeping heat in rather than heat out. So
yeah. I tell you. We are warm here, but not. I mean, not in here, but outside it's warm, but not awful. But
what did it get
probably
to
without AC, it would be awful. What is it right now? I don't know.
It did not get to 2,445 degrees. That's just ridiculous. It got to 113 here the other day.
113? Oh, yeah. Celsius.
No, Fahrenheit. So that's 45
what
Celsius.
What the fudge? 113? Oh, that's next level. That's like Southwest hot, but is there humidity too?
No, there was no humidity. It was dry.
Okay.
It was
okay. That's at least something. Because if it was 113 and humidity, you might as well just go like drown yourself at that point. I mean,
there was no wind, no anything, and like it's just there's no greenery other than the trees. The trees are managing to stay green, but everywhere you drive where there's like grass or fields is just yellow at the moment, to the point where the farmers usually like early August is when they start to bring in the harvest for wheat and stuff like that. They're already bringing it in. They're out there harvesting it at the moment, which I've never known ever. So they're bringing that in early because it's got to the point of it's dried out and ready to harvest quicker than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to, for whatever reason, have like 2 or 3 days of heavy rain, it would ruin the entire crop
Okay.
because
Yeah.
it's so dry and brittle. It just
Mm-hmm.
squash it. So they're all out there now harvesting, which is totally bizarre.
That is.
But
That's crazy.
yeah,
How do you guys
not used to
irrigate?
it.
Here's a really random question. Being from a rural area and having driven around our country to know that there are like multiple ways to irrigate a field. Like, how do you irrigate a field over there?
What's
What?
irrigation in terms of a field?
Like, how do you water a field? Like, do you not have any irrigation for your fields?
Not normally, because it's the UK. It usually rains
Okie
every
dokie.
day.
See, that's why I asked the question. That's crazy. We
But
have gigantic skeleton dinosaurs that circle our field and water them.
I don't know. You might drive past some fields depending on the crop and how dry it's been, and there's just like this giant hose pipe that's got like a flap in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So as the water hits the flap, it lifts it up, and
Yeah.
then
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
it drops back down and like a sprinkler system, but
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
large scale.
Yeah.
And that'll just sort of kind of sit in the farmer's field, and he has to go out every now and then and move it. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We went to when we were out south. I thought it was really interesting. They have something I had seen a couple times, but not often. But it's very prevalent out there, and that is like it's like a sprinkler system that retracts and comes back, and it's on a bunch of wheels.
Okay.
And so it just kind of the pressure from the water wheels the irrigation system down to one side of the field, and then somehow it comes back. I don't know how it all works, but it was not. I asked the guy. I said, how do you get electric to that? And he's like, oh, we don't get electric. It moves by the pressure of the water. And I was like, that's amazing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, no, look at that. We had a bit of finish the show with a bit of agriculture.
yeah,
So
here, I will do you just so you if I can get this to copy because right now it's not.
oh,
Well, you
there
keep
we go.
talking. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And what are you doing next week, Sean?
It's unfortunate. It's my bad week. So next week is my bad week. It's the last week for Lindsay at work, so she finishes like 1:30 on Friday. And then Tuesday, the week after, is when Logan finishes, and then they start their 7 week summer break, which marks 7 weeks of me having people at home all the time, which I'm gonna love, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. It's the best. Yeah. I don't really have anything next week, to be honest. I have a
Hopefully, you're gonna do more recovering.
Yeah. I still have my my weight limitation for another week. So there, I just sent you. It's not a great picture, but I just sent you kind of what is in most of our fields.
To Discord, look at a picture they sent me.
I like.
Oh wow! So it just moves on wheels.
Yeah. It's got wheels, and it basically makes a circle in the field. Is what it does. And there's a lot of different ways you can set it up, but yeah, and it's not. It does take electricity. This isn't like water pressure. It's way too big.
Yeah, I can see the cables that run
Yeah.
across the top. I'm assuming they power.
Yeah, and so yeah. And that's how we get water, because there's always, although I was just thinking about it, we haven't had it this year, but normally in Michigan there's always like 3 or 4 weeks where I don't have to mow my yard because it doesn't rain. So and then it gets super dry, and then people are out there watering because they're dumb and they want their grass to look green, and then they water it so they have to mow it. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. I don't want to water my grass. It can die as far as I'm concerned. I don't have to mow it.
Oh.
So so yeah, but I have a open house for one of my for one of our homes. That's like one thing, and then we're doing bingo, a bingo fundraiser. We've never done it. It's just a trial, see what happens. So we're doing that. And so gonna see what how that works, if that's any fun. So hope I'm out there calling bingo with bunch of folks.
Have you been practicing on your numbers? Like, two fat ladies, 88. All the ducks, 22.
No, dude. I see. I don't play bingo, but all the ducks is a 22.
Yeah, all the ducks is 22. Legs, 11. Looks like a pair of legs.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, I'm
Who's at the
loving
door?
this. I'm glad. I thought, wow, this was really stupid to bring up because who cares? But man, now all of a sudden I am totally in.
Who's at the
So
door? It's number 4. UK bingo call. You honestly, I'm pretty certain you'll find YouTube videos of UK bingo calling, but it's a big thing. So
man, now I'm gonna legit get a list, get like a little cheat sheet in front of me so that I can have some fun. I legitimately, somebody brought it up to me. Well, actually, it was our program coordinator brought it up and said we should try this, and I was like, sure. I don't play bingo, never have. Not saying I never would, but well, I guess I won't play, but I'm gonna call or do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah. So, but now I want to know all the things so I can say all the cool numbers. I wonder if that's an American thing too. I hope it's not. And I can bring it over.
yeah, that would be cool.
That would.
Bingo. Oh, it's UK.
That's exciting.
There we go. So cup of tea, number 3. Knock at the doors, number 4. Man alive, number 5. Tom Mix, which is half a dozen, number 6. Lucky, 7. Garden Gate, number 8. Doctor's Orders, number 9.
That
Legs 11, 1 dozen. Unlucky for some, 13. Valentine's Day, 14. Young and Keen, it's 15. Sweet 16. Dancing Queen, 17. Coming of Age, 18. Goodbye Teens, 19.
Man, I wasn't gonna call, but now I want to call and say all these things and say awesome.
Gateway to Heaven, 27.
Look at that. All the fun little. I have only played bingo once, and that was on the cruise that Beck and I went on, and we didn't win anything. But there was no fun. I can't remember any fun little terms or lingo then. So, man, if this is a UK only thing, I'm bringing it. Watch out, America, because here it comes.
Yeah, I sent you the link to the website that I was just calling them from. So
That's
it starts at 1 and goes all the way through to 100.
Wow. They got one for every number? Holy crud.
We don't mess around. A lot of it comes from Cockney rhyme and slang. So, like apples and pears mean stairs, and chips and peas being your knees. If I just blown your mind with that as well.
I'm not even really sure what's happening now. I'm trying to comprehend what you're saying. That's the thing. I'm a little confused.
So London, like down south in London, they were known. Obviously, they're known as Cockneys over here.
Okay.
So everybody has every region in the UK has like a term for what they are. So like being from Yorkshire, we're just Yorkshiremen.
Okay.
And then there's the Welsh, where they get called something different. Irish are paddies, Scots are jocks. And then people from down south were known as Cockneys, or Southerners. But the closest, and they kind of had their own rhyme and slang language for things. So like I said, apples and pears is stairs. Chips and peas is knees. So like they might say a sentence like, "Oh, I fell over and hurt my chips and peas while I was on my way up the apples and pears," and you have to kind of figure that. Yeah, exactly. So,
dude, I legitimately was like, when you first said it, I was like, my brain, I'm trying to like put the pieces together in my head, and nothing's coming together. So thanks for the explanation.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch any Guy Ritchie movie, like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, Layer Cake, there's lots of rhyme and slang Cockney-wise in there, because that's the kind of London mob films. So, yeah, also very good films to watch if you've not watched them. So,
yeah. All right, I'm gonna look these up.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's a good. Well, he did Mobland, which was on Prime, which had like Pierce Brosnan, Helen Miller, and Tom Hardy, which was really good as well.
Sure. Nice.
So, Anyway, I'm going to go and watch football with my
Yes,
eldest daughter.
you do
Uh,
that.
this week, there is, again, not another dad topic, but that's because I'm going to go do actual dad things. So I do apologize. That falls on me this week. But yeah, we hope you have a great week. I'm going to go have a great evening. And I hope Nick recovers very nicely and can soon lift more than 9.5 pounds of milk. See you later, guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.